Hey art friends, welcome back for another video today. I know it's a special occasion, we're doing 2 videos, and that's because my kids are back in school and I thought it would be a lot of fun to once in a while upload a second video. I'm gonna have a little extra time now that they're in school, and so I thought it would be fun to create more lessons just for you guys. Now be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, but also turn on notifications so that you know when we upload a second video. That way you'll never miss anything. And remember to never get frustrated, even if your drawings don't look exactly like mine, because the most important thing is to have fun and to practice. I promise the more you practice, the better you'll get. Okay, so today we're gonna draw Magikarp from Pokemon. This is a lot of fun. This is probably one of my favorite Pokemons just because it's a fish and he looks really funny. And so we're gonna start by drawing his eye right in the middle of our paper. And we're gonna start by drawing a big circle. I guess it's not too big, huh? It's kind of small. And then inside we could draw his little pupil. Now we're gonna draw his mouth, and it's right next to his eye. So we're gonna draw a C shape, backwards C, but it's kind of tall. And then to the left of this, we're gonna draw another line that's a little smaller. So now up here at the top, we're gonna connect. We're gonna draw the top of his lip. We're gonna come back like this, and then we're gonna connect it in. Okay, now we're gonna draw the inside of his mouth. So this line comes up and connects to the top of his lip. And then we're gonna draw the bottom lip. This line curves around and then connects back in. Cool, now we can draw his tongue inside of his mouth. All right, we did it. That was pretty simple, right? Now we're gonna draw the top of his head. We'll start right here on his lips, and we're gonna draw a curve that goes over his eye. Now let's draw the bottom of his head. We're gonna repeat that same step, but down here. Okay, now we can draw, he's got these little koi fish whiskers or mustache. We're gonna draw an S line. We're gonna curve one way, connect to the bottom of his head, and then curve back the other way. Now we can start right up here. We're gonna repeat that same step, but we're gonna come to a point down at the bottom. So we're gonna curve one way and then back the other way, and we're gonna end in the same spot where we finished the first line. Okay, now we can connect the top. And we finished the right side of his mustache. Now let's draw the left side. And we could draw it 3D, so we're gonna draw it back here in a different direction, S curving the opposite direction. So we curve to the left and then curve back to the right. And then we're gonna draw the right side of it, repeat the same line, but as we get towards the bottom, we're gonna touch and end in the same spot. All right, cool, he's looking awesome. Now we can draw the rest of his body down here at the bottom. So we're gonna imagine this line going past his mustache, coming out in the same spot, and then curving up. I got a little wobbly in there, and that's okay, we just practice, right? It's okay if it's not perfect. So now we're gonna draw his side fin. So we're gonna draw a line that comes up and then back. Now we're gonna draw the bottom of his fin, and it's gonna be a diagonal line that comes back and touches the bottom of his body. Now we're gonna connect the top to the bottom with a sideways V. Now let's draw the top of his fin. We're gonna repeat that same line, comes up and then bends. And then right here at the end, let's connect with a backwards C. All right, we did it. Now he has 2 lines inside of his fin that repeat the same shape. So we'll go up and then bend. And then we'll do one more down here, up, and then bend. There we go, we finished his fin. Now we can draw the rest of his head. We're gonna start up here, we're gonna draw a big curve, big upside down J. So we'll go up, and then curve down and connect to his fin. Now let's imagine that line going through his fin, and it's gonna pop out the bottom and connect to the bottom of his body. Okay, now we're gonna finish the top of his body. We're gonna imagine this line on his forehead coming through and down, and we're gonna end right there. So about the same spot as the bottom line. Now we can draw his tail. So we're gonna draw a curve that curves up, and we're gonna draw a curve that curves down. Now we're gonna draw a big C shape. We're gonna start up here, right next to the top line, curve down, and we're gonna draw it right next to the bottom line also. Oh, that's a fun line to draw. Now you can take a little extra time if you need to complete that step. Now we're going to connect the top with a backward C and the bottom. And then in between here, we're going to draw a wavy line. So we'll start here. We're going to curve one way, back in, curve back out. That's a fun line to draw. Now we can draw the two lines inside just like we did on his side fin. So we'll draw a curve, and then we're going to draw another curve going the other direction down here. Okay, now he's missing a few extra lines on his body. So let's draw another one right here on his tail. We're going to curve, imagine it going behind his side fin, popping out, and then curving down and connecting to the bottom of his body. Now he has a design on the side right here behind his head. It looks like scales, really big scales. So let's draw one line that comes straight out and another line down here closer to his fin. Now we're going to connect these lines with a sideways V. So up here we're going to draw sideways V, and we'll draw another sideways V to connect the next two. And then right here we're just going to draw a diagonal line because it's going behind his fin. Now let's draw the lines in the scales down here on his belly. We'll start here on his mouth, and we're going to curve just like the bottom of his body. It's going to match. Then we'll imagine it going behind his mustache, going past this line, and then stopping. And then right here we're going to connect up to his fin with that sideways V, just like we drew up here. Okay, he's got one more line on his belly, and it's right here in front of his mustache. And I matched this line right here. See how those look the same? Now he's missing his top and bottom fin, and they look like crowns. So I'm gonna have to draw them a little smaller than what they usually are because I ran out of room. So I'm gonna draw a diagonal line right behind his head and another diagonal line over here. Okay, now in between these, we're gonna draw an A line or an A shape. We're gonna go up. I'm gonna get really close to the top of the paper and then back down. And then on each side, we can connect it in. So right here, we're gonna connect into the middle. And then up here, I'm gonna connect in, but I'm gonna go underneath. Cool, now we can draw the one on the bottom. Let's draw another diagonal line that goes forward and a diagonal line that goes backwards. And then in between here, we're gonna draw another A line. And then we're gonna connect each side with another A line. So there's another one. And then let's draw another one right here to connect the front. And we did it, we finished drawing our Magikarp and he turned out awesome. I'm sure your drawings look amazing too. Now you guys can pause the video right now to match the same coloring. I used the computer and Photoshop to add the color, but you guys can use colored pencils, oil pastels, you can even use markers or crayons to add color to your drawings. If you had fun following along with me, be sure to subscribe and click that bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. And down here in the corner, you can also check out more art lessons. And we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye!